So the librarians want me to speak for a moment about my connection with them. I used to dream about them so much when I would sleep. And they were saying, like, start paying attention to your dreams, especially the dreams you had when you were young that you still remember, or even younger. Dreams from before that are still pop up in your mind now, or dreams that had a huge impact on you. Think about this. This is not just your daily life dreams. You know, these are not just the dreams of, you know, you're just doing a thing, whatever. These are dreams, the ones that hold on to you, that really are like your soul speaking to you, or you puzzling out like your life path or soul contracts to come. These dreams always have clues in them, always. When I was a child, I used to dream. I mean, I still do this. I have always had this dream where I'm this little tiny speck of like a little star, like, but not a star like we know when we look in the sky, the stars are all big suns, you know, bigger than our sun. But when we look at a distance, they're little specks of light. And I would dream that I'd be a star, and I go zipping around, whee, and I go off with the other stars, and we have these like parties, these little specks of light. We're having parties, and we would go around the rings of Saturn and have these like wild parties dancing around the rings of Saturn, and like just sliding through little wormholes. Like, again, I was a little kid, so I didn't understand like theoretical physics, space-time physics, cosmology, astronomy, because I was like, you know, 3, 4, 6, 9 years old. But I did understand like what was happening around me. And then later, when I was in high school and college, my original major was physics. My original college major was theoretical physics, or at that point we called it space-time physics. And everything that our professor talked about, I already knew it because I had been experiencing it in my dreams when I was a child. The librarians are saying, we each have that. If you had dreams that you were like back in the 1400s, then do some research on the 1400s. Go, I already knew this. I've been there. These dreams are secrets, and they're truth, and they're special for you. You know, the dreams that I have that hold on to me are dreams that connect me to my soul. What I'm dreaming when I see myself as this sweet little spark, I'm seeing my original soul in my original collective before I decided to become human. I'm going back to my original self and hanging out with my original family. I didn't know that. You know, it's really only this year that a lot of those pieces came together. A lot of like, oh, that makes so much sense. But when I finally, last September, when my original soul, not my human aspect of, but like sometimes if you look at a person and you see their soul, you can see they have a human soul, and it's really beautiful, so beautiful, just like beautiful, loving light and courage and tenacity and caring. The human soul is so stunningly beautiful. I'm like crying just thinking about it. It's a very, like, humans are a very special, you know, frequency. Not every kind of soul could handle the sort of work humans do. So it's no big surprise that souls that hang out in other dimensions are like, hey, I want to try this. I want to be part of that. I want to be a human. So then you see their original soul, and then there's an extension to their human soul. But when you're that kind of soul, you could never just be a human soul unless you were not being super powered up by your original soul. it takes that extra support, or you can't accomplish what human souls are able to do all on their own. So like human souls super, super honor all human souls, even the immature ones, you know, the young souls. But I also sometimes I'll see a human soul and they have an extension up to a sub soul, like they spend lives as an angel, you know. And when a human spends time as an angel, it's a different experience, because you don't forget who you are. You just get to send your consciousness with the angel and exist as them, as one of them. And the more often you do it, and the more time you spend doing it, the more you can get to know the entire angelic realm. So your soul becomes, your angel soul becomes more and more sophisticated and filled out and like fully inflated, you know. But that's a sub part of the human soul. And you can't go into the angelic realm as just an angel. You always know who you are. It's not like here where you forget everything. You always know who you are and where you come from. It's like you're a guest at someone's house for an entire, you know, a few months. You are like, okay, teach me to become like you. How can I help with this? How can I do that? And before you know it, you're like a member of the family. But then at the end of the summer, you go back home to your human soul. But then it's the next summer and you want to go again and again. But as your human soul evolves and matures, and your angelic soul is more and more visited upon, both souls benefit from this relationship. If you just went without any support from your human soul, you would end up just sort of becoming a wisp of energy among the angels. You would dissipate and just become absorbed into the angelic realm. You need your human soul to anchor you so you can do it. So for me to be here as a human, I need my spark soul to anchor me so I can do this. Otherwise, I would end up just becoming essence of earth. Not just in this life, in all lives. Which is why for me, in this life, to be here to help teach humans, I had to be more connected to my soul self, to my spark self. Which is why in my dreams as a child, my spark has always been there and taken me off saying, remember where you came from, remember who you are, come on, you're collective, we miss you, we love you. All right, now go back and do what you got to do. But we're always here like charging my batteries. All right. But I also had dreams from, you know, ancient Greece, just passionate about ancient Greece and Scotland. Oh my God. So which are the past lives that are most connected with me in this life? A life in ancient Greece, a couple of lives in Scotland. They're here with me in this life always. If you look to your dreams of, you know, places you've been and that you've had an absolute fascination of, and that you just seem to know things, I guarantee lives that you lived at those times are with you in the here and now, helping to support you with this life. And it's one of the ways they have of communicating with you. So, you know, look to your dreams. Look to your dreams. The dreams you have when you sleep at night set the base groundwork for the dreams you're building for your future.